Donald Trump has decided that he is just going to be completely open and honest with the American public about only one thing, right? He's lying about his health. He's lying about how great the economy is. He's lying about who pays for tariffs. He's lying about how effective his DC crackdown has been. He's lying about what the protesters are doing. He's lying about what immigrants are doing. He's lying about everything. He's lying about what the media is doing. But the one thing Donald Trump has been 100% completely honest with the public about is that he is going to make sure Republicans are able to steal elections for years and years to come. This week, after Texas, of course, passed their new gerrymandered districts that the Republicans in Texas have already admitted is probably going to backfire on them, Donald Trump got on Truth Social and explained to the country what he is going to continue to do and what he's encouraging Republicans to do to steal elections moving forward. Like, just out in the open. And he said, if Republicans do this, if they do these two things, we're looking at Republicans picking up 100 seats in the 2026 midterms. Here's what he said. If we do these two things, we will pick up 100 more seats and the crooked game of politics is over. No, actually, that's the beginning of the crooked game of politics. He said, Texas never lets us down. Florida, Indiana, and others are looking to do the same thing. Talking about the gerrymandering. He said, but Republicans, there's one thing even better. Stop mail-in voting, a total fraud that has no bounds. Now, of course, we know fraud is about almost non-existent. It does exist. Almost every single case, I think with the exception of one that has been publicly released since the 2020 and 2024 elections, all of the cases of fraud, minus that one, have been from Republicans voting for Trump. So, yeah, there is voter fraud, but it's your people doing it. Other than that, also, the number one group of people that uses mail-in voting are elderly people who skew heavily Republican. Yes, Republicans use mail-in ballots more than anyone else. So he's talking about banning this thing because he thinks it's somehow going to punish the Democrats, when in reality, it's actually going to disenfranchise potentially millions of Republicans across the country. Again, this blows my mind. Honestly, he didn't even learn when he tried to do this in 2020, remember? He got rid of the Postmaster General, replaced him with Louis DeJoy, who intentionally slowed down the mail, got rid of the mail sorters so that it couldn't be done. And then what happened in 2020? Because the crackdown on mail-in voting, Trump lost. So, yeah, last time you did this, it cost your entire party tremendously. Democrats picked up Senate seats, like in Georgia, that they otherwise probably wouldn't have picked up. So every time Trump tries to crack down on mail-in voting, because I'm going to teach those Democrats elections, Republicans lose. And he doesn't realize that. But, all right, he's telling us his plan. Now, most of his plan is illegal, right? He can't change the way states conduct their voting. And he knows that. That's why he's now targeting the states, the Republican-controlled states. You guys can control it. So if you take states like Texas, Florida, Indiana, and they get rid of mail-in voting, well, I know it's big down in South Florida where you got the huge elderly populations voting Republican, then yeah, okay. What does that gain you? Nothing. It gains you nothing. If only the red states ban mail-in voting, that can only possibly help the Democrats. You're not going to pick up any seats from doing that. You do stand the risk of losing seats from it, though. Even if you've heavily gerrymandered them, like the Texas Republicans are finding out, they accidentally created 10 new potentially swing districts. So I don't get the plan. I do think it's dastardly. I do think it's evil. And I do think it's Donald Trump trying to become a dictator for life.